All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Let's bring in our next guest, Kenneth Williams from Experience Fitness. Kenneth, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, awesome.
Nice to meet you. Now, Experience Fitness, where's that at?
It's a mobile company. I offer a one-on-one private in-home training, or we go out to businesses and work with them there.
So you teach people how to work out at home. That's
do.
a tough one.
Yeah.
You get people in the gym, there's all those people working out, all the different machines. It kind of makes you want to jump in there. At home, maybe it's a little easier not to.
To some degree, but what I find out is for most people, they usually don't feel comfortable going to a gym, especially if you haven't been active and different things like that.
If you're not in shape.
If you're not in shape,
Right.
It can be a little intimidating. You do have all the choices of the machines and things like that, so a lot of people don't know what to do. And so I find out just, having the privacy of your own home, people are more willing to get out of their comfort zone.
But a lot of people don't have weight sets and that kind of stuff at home.
Yeah, and so a good point that you brought that up is, for the most part, you really don't need it. If you're more of an athlete or strength and conditioning, then, the heavier weights and things like that if you're into bodybuilding. But the majority of people are just trying to get active and they're looking for weight loss. And so your body is really the best equipment that you can use.
When I was in high school, the most fit guy at my high school didn't lift weights. He did 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day. That's all he did. And this guy was dialed in.
Yeah. So, using your body weight or resistance bands, different things like that are awesome. It's more functional. Especially dealing with some of my older clients, they're usually worried about like injury. And so, in your day-to-day life, you're not sitting on a machine and pushing and pulling stuff. You're squatting down, you're reaching up for the cabinet, different things like that. So your training can be more functional for your day-to-day.
And it's funny because, it's not really funny, but doing simple things like that could sometimes lead to injury.
Yeah. Exactly, and so most people usually, if there is an injury or something like that, you rarely hear it from the gym, right? It's I was doing something with my car at my house, or I slipped at work, or I bent over the wrong way. And so what we try to do is teach people how to move, how your body naturally moves, and so people can really get amazing results from home.
What's your background?
My background is in personal training. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I grew up as an athlete myself. And
here in Fresno?
I'm from Stockton, actually.
Okay.
So moved here to Fresno to attend Fresno State. And it's just, something I've always been passionate about. So
now, when you take people in for the first time, the people that are looking just to get in shape, what do you start telling them to do?
The big thing that we focus on first, believe it or not, is actually the nutrition. And that's the new company that we actually just launched. It's called Lifestyle Nutrition, and it focuses on really just helping people learn the foundations of proper nutrition. I love working out, I love exercise, but you can't outrun a fork. And so a lot of times,
you can't outrun a fork.
You can't, but you see a lot of people, they go to the gym, they start working out all the time and they don't see results, and it gets discouraging. And so what we try to do is let them know, not so much about calories but more concepts, and that way people can get their nutrition to match their activity level, and they start thinking about food as fuel rather than counting calories and all of that kind of stuff.
Because working out and then going to Carl's Jr. isn't really the best thing to do.
Probably not. So I train my clients more on setting their nutrition program first, and then based on what they're willing to commit to, then we can implement the exercise program. And it helps so you're not overtraining people. Most people I find tend to be undereaters versus overeaters.
I think so too. Now, and when you're working out, being an undereater is like a bad thing.
Exactly, because when you're thinking about food as your fuel, if you're low on fuel, your workout's not going to last too long, and you can really start damaging your body, doing more harm than good.
The muscles will break down, stuff
exactly.
like that.
So you have the delayed soreness. A lot of times people wake up and they can't walk and they think it's a cool, thing. Oh, I've worked out really hard, but a lot of times it's just that their body has been depleted, and they're not, refueling it.
Now, if people don't want to get into the weightlifting and all that stuff, they don't really need to do that, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's really depending on what your goals are. You know, the weights are going to help you if you're trying to grow muscle, if you're trying to tone your body to some degree, kind of more of the shaping. But the nutrition is going to help you as far as the weight management aspect of it, bringing your body fat down and stuff like that.
What can people do at home?
Some of the things they can do at home are, body weight stuff we talked about, like push-ups, squats, sit-ups. If you're looking more for equipment, I say go the cheaper route, buy a resistance band. You can usually purchase those at Walmart, under $10.
You have some of those with you, right?
I
The
do have
resistance
some
band?
with me, so...
And they're pretty easy to use.
They're
and you
pretty
can
easy
do
to use.
multiple different exercises with them.
Multiple exercises with them. If you're like me and you have kids, and you're at home and they're a distraction, I just pull out extra bands. The kids love to pull on them and stretch, so I can still work out myself. And then the kids are doing it too. They'll be a really good accountability partner for you because they're going to want to work out all the time, right? They're going to want to play with the band.
With all their energy, right?
You'll feel bad like not working out, right? So... it's just being creative. I always say find things that you enjoy doing, and you'll probably, have a higher success rate. You'll be more consistent with it.
Awesome. Now, when you come out to people's houses, is it once a week? Once every other week?
You know what? It just depends on the client. On average, if you're talking more weight loss, is kind of more the bigger market for me that I deal with is usually twice a week. It really just depends on how much the client is working out on their own. From there. So, other alternatives too, as well as we do have a free workout class that we just started here in Fresno.
Where's that?
We have it. We partnered with West McKinley Church on McKinley and Marks.
Okay.
And so we utilize their
tearing
gym.
that intersection up right now,
Yeah, they are. So we utilize their gym. It's every Tuesday night, 6 to 7 p.m. It's open to the public. You just come, have a good time. And I show you a lot of the exercises that you can do at home on your own. And it's a really good
And you work out right
foundation.
there, too?
We work out right there. So,
how awesome
Yep.
is that? What time? 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock every Tuesday.
I think I'm going to go by there and check that out.
Yeah, so come by, check it out. For those people that maybe aren't sure if they want to jump into a fitness program right away, we do offer a free wellness evaluation. So we sit down with anybody, we run over their numbers, their weight, body fat percentage. We calculate out their metabolism. So that way you have your numbers and you can figure out where you go as far as your next step. So, free wellness evaluation is open to anybody. They can contact me and we can schedule that for them.
Awesome. How do they contact you, Ken?
They can call me or text. Phone number is 559-367-7509. You can visit our Facebook page. It's at facebook.com/LNFresno. There, and we post different, tips as far as eating and working out. So, it's exciting just to get the community active and go from there.
How many push-ups can you do?
More than you.
Are you sure about that?
So,
are you sure
we
about
can do
that?
a push-up challenge.
No, seriously, how many can you do all at once?
All at once.
You do 100?
Probably close to it.
We might have to have ourselves a little bit of a contest here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to get a hold of Kenny, the number again?
559-367-7509.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
All right.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on The Buzz. Stick around.